You getting the hang of it, lad?
Oh, I don't know how to get the hang of it, but I'm getting the stink of it all right.
Come on, cheer up, lad. You'll get used to it. Let a little light into your heart. Don't you think she's beautiful?
Oh, over the frying pan?
Now, the lady. The lady of the Lee. Look at her billowing along, rustling her skirts along the river. Not that Mrs. McDipper ain't beautiful too, but in a different way.
I don't know what you mean, mister. If you look at this dirty grey blanket here...
Mainsail. Mainsail, Barnacle. Use the proper words.
Have a art, mister. Me head's full of mizzles and jibs and jobs and snatches and snotches that I don't even know if I'm coming or going. Just you point and say, that there article, Barnacle, and I'll know what you mean. Anyway, as I was saying, that article there and that little one there ain't so far off, with her with a frying pan and her with the hook.
Ma? What is it? You won't forget me, Russian Sable, will you, Ma? Don't you never think of anything about adorning yourself? You'd end up like a Christmas tree if you had your way. I wonder where I get it from.
Joseph! How good it is to see you after all these years.
Same here, sir.
Come to my cabin and tell me the news. Druk boy.
He's a queer one and no mistake. Our Russian friend. I won't be sorry when he goes ashore.
A little vodka, Joseph?
Thank you, no, sir. I need to keep a clear head.
Well, tell me first of all, how is your master?
Same as always, sir. Full of schemes and notions. Hardly stops even for dinner.
That's good, that's good. Work keeps us young.
That's what they say, sir. But the years march on, even when you ain't watching them.
Maybe so. But to business. My letter, it was received.
Madame Vasilova collected it at the post office, sir.
And this policeman, he knows?
He knows about it, sir.
It was a good letter.
Not too tremendous, I hope, sir.
What? You think I wrote we are going to blow up your House of Parliament? No. I wrote enough to interest, not to betray.
And the meeting place?
The Eagle and Child at St. Catherine's Stairs.
That's right, sir.
The funds?
Yes, sir.
In gold?
And some family jewels.
Family jewels. This affair must be close to your master's heart.
As close as the blood in it, as they say, sir.
And so it is to mine. Oh, it makes me feel young again to act for an idea. So, I give the bag to this Madame Vasilova.
That's right, sir. She'll be wearing the locket. It has a picture inside of a Madonna and child. And here, sir, here's the watch, so she'll know you. It's got the same black eagle on it as there is on the locket.
Ah, yes, I remember it.
But watch yourself, sir. This policeman, this Inspector Krieger, he's a dangerous man. He's got eyes everywhere. He'll have a man watching this ship when she comes in, you can be sure of it.
But tell me, Joseph, is the lady beautiful?
If you'll pardon my saying so, sir, you ain't changed much, have you?
Oh, but I have, Joseph, I have. If I did not dye my hair and beard, I would be as grey as an old wolf. Do you think the lady will like me?
As I recollect, sir, most ladies do.
My hair is not too black.
No more than a raven's wing, sir. But for God's sake, be careful. We are dealing with dangerous men.
Danger, I love it. Already I feel 10 years younger.
We'd sooner be sure, sir, you were going to be 10 years older. My master would never forgive himself if you were armed.
I'm not a child, Joseph. I know how to defend myself. Do not worry. Everything will be all right.
You wonder what, sir?
Wonder what she's doing, what she's thinking of now. What she will wear, perhaps.
Ah, you have a visitor.
On a Saturday morning? How very inconsiderate. Not, of course, that applies to you, Mr. Hastemite.
Who the devil is it?
It's the inspector. Getting out of a cab.
Cafe. Living a little beyond his means, isn't he?
I think I will leave you two gentlemen to discuss your affairs. But before I go, I want you to promise, Mr. Hastemite, that you'll visit us in Hertfordshire now that our house is finished.
Honoured, dear Lady Hobart. Honoured.
That house, it's cost me a fortune. Sometimes I wonder where the money's coming from.
Do you, my lord? Do you?
Well, Inspector, what have you to report? Good news, I trust.
The December Rose has been sighted and will be lying off Tilbury by late afternoon. She will, of course, be watched.
And the boy? The boy with the locket? You have found him?
I think so, my lord.
Think. What do you mean, think? Does that mean that you haven't laid hands on him yet?
The boy's on the move, my lord. I have to be sure the locket is actually in his possession before I act.
But this is intolerable. That a little animal like that should hold in his hands
The security of the state, my lord.
Exactly. The security of the state. Damn it.
Tell us, Inspector. If the boy should escape you, and we must admit he has escaped you before...
He will not escape, sir.
Yes. But if he does, what other arrangements have you made?
The courier from the December Rose, Colonel Brodsky, will be seized as soon as he comes to the meeting place, sir.
You're a fool, Inspector. Do you expect the fellow to bring the money, the funds, off the ship until he sees the locket?
But the man will have been taken, my lord.
To the devil with the man, the funds!
What his lordship means is that the funds will still be available to be used against us.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
Do you, Inspector? I am beginning to doubt it. It seems to me that you're taking this matter altogether too lightly. Too many failures, Inspector. Too many failures. Perhaps if the money had been going into your own pocket instead of into the national treasury, you'd have been a little sharper about your duty.
That is not so, my lord. I'm paid enough for my needs. I do my duty to the best of my ability. I do it because it's right and for the good of our country. I would not have done the things I have done and must continue to do for myself, my lord, for all the money in the world. I hope your lordship believes me.
Of course, Inspector. His lordship doesn't doubt you for a moment. It's just that he is deeply worried by this terrible threat. Now, this boy...
I have a man watching him, sir.
Reliable?
All my men are reliable, sir.
He knows what to do.
As soon as he is sure the locket is in the boy's possession, he will...
Put a stop to his birthdays, eh? I believe that was the expression you used.
It was the expression you used, sir.
Was it? Oh, well. Never mind. Let us hope your man will be successful, eh, my lord?
He's a man not easily put off, sir. He'll be watching for his opportunity.
I do like Richmond. It's so refined. One sees such a good class of person here.
None of them can hold a candle to you, Mrs. McDipper.
If they did, she'd go up like a bonfire.
That's enough of that, miss. Why don't you and Barnacle go for a little walk?
Because I want my tea first, Ma.
As I was saying, Mr. Gosling.
Oh, look, there's a hat, just like your Ma's. Where? Over there.
Don't point. It makes you conspicuous.
But how can I show you if I don't point? Anyway, now I come to look at it, I can see it ain't it, it's a bush.
Boy,
See, I told you, Ma. Told you not to wear it. It said it looked like a bush.
Hold your tongue, miss. Children. I don't know why we put up with them. They plague us and sting us like juice in the eye. But I expect you'll find that out for yourself, Mr. Gosling.
oh, I wouldn't go as far as that, Clara. When all's said and done, their company on a dark night. Now that I've got used to him, I wouldn't change my little Barnacle for all the tea in China.
Anybody can see you're not used to them, Mr. Gosling, for it's a golden rule never to speak well of a child in his hearing.
Ooh.
Would you like a little rum in your tea, Mr. Gosling? Captain McDipper would never drink it without rum. He always used to say tea was like a dog's nose. You just don't know where it's been. Rum was the only thing to stop the poisons.
Well, just a drop then, Clara, out of respect for the captain's memory.
He was the best of men, the very best. I can still see him standing there on the deck.
But Clara, it must be all of 10 years since you
You
lost the
know
captain.
my feelings, Mr. Gosling. I'll always respect the captain's wishes. Clara, he said to me, if ever I'm taken from you, don't throw yourself away. You're a fine woman, Clara, he said, and you'll own your own barge. So wed a man of substance, Clara, a man of property, a man worthy of Clara McDipper. What did you say?
Nothing, missus, just lost in my head, that's all.
But Clara...
Miranda.
Oh, I know, Ma. You want me and Barnacle to take a walk?
Miss,
What is it?
about me locket,
What about it?
do you think it's worth something?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a pawnbroker. Let's have another look at it. Well, I'm waiting.
What's he think he's up to?
I think he fancies me. Look, he thinks I ought to be wearing jewellery. Look, look, look there. He does fancy me. Give it your locket, I'll show him.
He looks off his head to me. Let's go round the other side. Here, miss. Do you think I might get £5 for it?
Don't know. Go and ask Mr. Sharp.
Who's he?
He keeps a pawn shop next door to Mr. Levy's.
Do you think I might get £10?
Them's are all jewels, you might. You going down river tonight? Ask Annie at the Traveller's Rest. She might know. Ma always says Annie knows what's what and what it's worth.
Will you be there?
Oh, no. We're going to meet the December Rose. I'll be getting the Russian sables.
Mr. Sharp by Mr. Levy's.
That's right. What do you want £10 for? What you going to do with it?
Miranda! Miranda! Come on, we're going now.
What do you want £10 for? What you going to do with it?
Sorry, mister, change your mind!
Stop him! Get him! Where's he gone? A boy running. You seen him?
What manner of boy?
Weaselish little run, pasty face, field apple.
No, nothing like that. The only lad what I see the running was as black as your head. Now, for the last time, Barnacle, you going to tell me what happened?
Like I told you, mister. Fell up a chimney. Right up it. Honest.
You don't know the meaning of the word. You're a sad case, Barnacle.
Yes, mister.
I've been talking to Mrs. McDipper about you.
Oh?
She thinks you're a sad case, too.
Do she now?
She thinks you're a child of darkness.
That ain't to be wondered at, seeing as how I've been up chimneys all my life.
She thinks you need educating, Barnacle. She thinks I ought to school you.
Do she now?
So I thought I'd make a start while we were sailing downriver.
Right then, have a go.
I thought we'd start with the Bible. Do you know what the Bible is, Barnacle?
Course I do, mister. We had one at the orphanage. Chained up it were. Like that bleeding spoon.
Mind your language, lad.
What's wrong with spoon then, mister?
Never mind. Right. Have you heard of the Ten Commandments?
Heard of them, but I ain't personally acquainted.
Right. Number 1.
Ahoy there, Tom Goslin!
Ahoy there, Mr. Kemp!
Smell you a mile off, Tom Goslin! Oi! What's that signal you're flying? England expects every man to do his washing.
Very comical, Mr. Kemp. Very comical, I'm sure. What's the weather like downriver?
Thick as a plank.
Much obliged. Wait, Barnacle, where are you?
I'm here, mister.
Right. Number 1. I am the Lord thy God, which brought
What
thee...
was that, mister?
I am the Lord thy God!
That's coming it, Tom Goslin. That's coming a bit steep.
Very comical, Mr. Kemp. Very comical. Wait, Barnacle, are you listening?
Here, mister.
Right. Number 1. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Mister,
What is it, lad?
can I put my clothes on? I'm that chilly I'll catch me death.
No, they're still sopping wet. Wait till we get the Traveller's Rest. Now then, number 10. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's house. Now that means not being greedy and wanting what other folks have got.
God, that's an hard one. That's the hardest of the lot. God, I'll need a policeman inside my head for that one. And then God help me.
Why is that?
Bad things in there. Horrible ones. Can't help it. Like she says, I'm a child of darkness. Black as your hair.
Mrs. McDipper means you well, Barnacle. Take my word on it.
Maybe so. But she changes that quick, my head spins.
Well, all women are like that. Mysterious.
Yeah, like this blooming boat. Just don't know where you are with them. Take her with the hook. One time she's all right. Next minute she's nasty as a mouthful of soot. I wonder if she's got her sables yet.
All secure, Mrs. McDipper.
All secure, Captain. Ma'am, my sables you promised.
What was that, ma'am?
It's my daughter, Captain O'Shea, plaguing the life out of me. She wants a bit of Russian sable. Did you ever hear such a thing?
Sad to say, Mrs. Mac, I have indeed. I've daughters of my own. So it's Sable she wants.
Might you have such a thing?
If you care to come aboard, ma'am, and look at me cabin, we'll see what we can do.
Step carefully.
Ma,
What is it now?
you've got a hole in your stocking like a bunch of grapes.
Steady as she goes.
Me passenger man, Colonel Brodsky, all the way from Russia.
Does he speak English?
Like a native, madam.
Colonel Brodsky, this is Mrs. MacDipper, master, or I should say, mistress of the Medway Queen.
Honored, madam.
Oh, pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
I was wondering, ma'am, as the Colonel here is anxious to be put off at St. Catherine's Stairs, if you'd be good enough to take.
I don't usually take passengers, Captain O'Shea. But seeing as how I hope to be in your debt, I'll oblige. Perhaps a gentleman would go aboard and I'll come to your cabin.
You've no objection, Colonel.
Objection, Captain. Who could object to sailing with beauty in the night?
That's just what I thought. This way, ma'am.
My bags, quickly.
Aye, sir.
I always bring a little something back from your daughters, ma'am. It brings a sparkle to their eyes. A little something for the bottom drawer, you know.
Bottom drawer, Captain O'Shea? Why, it must be the size of an house.
Ah, you know what girls are like, ma'am. After all, you've got one yourself.
My name is Brodsky, young lady. Colonel Stanislav Petrovich Brodsky.
Mine's Miranda.
What a beautiful name. And so well bestowed. The lady, she is your mother, yes?
That's right.
She is a very handsome woman.
Both so.
And you will be like her, perhaps even more beautiful.
Do you really think so?
Not a doubt of it.
She's gone to get me a sable cape. Is your hat made of sable, sir?
Real Siberian sable, Miss Miranda.
Oh, so it's not Russian sable then?
Siberia is in Russia, my dear. Tell me, how long will it be to St. Catherine's Stairs?
Depends on the wind. 3 hours, maybe. That's a lovely hat.
3 hours.
Show me.
What, my hat or my watch?
The watch, sir. That's queer.
Why'd you say that?
I've seen a locket just like that.
A locket?
With that black eagle on. It's exactly the same.
No, you must be mistaken. There is not another eagle like this.
Yes, there is, sir. It's just the same. And it's got those little jewels on. And inside there's a picture of a mother and a child.
Where did you see this?
Let go, you're hurting!
1,000 pardons, but tell me, where did you see this locket?
Why do you want to know, sir?
It is important. Very important. Please tell me. Or have you made it out?
Oh, no, I've seen it all right. And what's more, I know where it is now.
Tell me where.
That's a lovely hat, sir.
Here you are, child. Real Russian sable.
Sable? Ma, this is not even a mouse. Now you go back.
Perhaps, madame, your daughter would accept this.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, very good of you, Colonel Brodsky, but she's only a child. It ain't suitable.
Yes, it is. There.
A bush. That's what you look like. A bush.
No, I don't. What do you think, sir?
You put me in a very difficult position, Miss Miranda. How am I to please one beautiful lady without angering another? What am I to say?
Oh, Ma, I forgot to tell you. Colonel Brodsky wants us to take him to the Traveller's Rest.
I thought it was St. Catherine's Stairs.
No, Miss Miranda is right. I have changed my mind. And, Madame, for my sake, let your daughter keep the hen.
Oh, very well, Colonel Brodsky. But I still say she looks like a bush in it. Ahoy there! Cast off up there!
Aye, aye.
Children. They'll be the death of us yet.
I hope not. I hope not.
I do love that.